goodness, I'm still so excited about my birthday. In between all of the ruckus that's been going on in the news, and it happened on my birthday. And the thing is, I planned to be watching it because it was something that was going to occur on my birthday, and I thought, oh well, if it's going to occur on my birthday, that's my birthday, so let me commemorate that. So I just happened to be glued to the TV when all that stuff was going on, and for the whole day, and even up till today, keeping up with it. So I did not want that to steal the show. I wanted to have a slew of videos about my birthday, my day, my narrative. And so I do have a collection of videos that I'm doing for that purpose, so that I can look back and not just see all the crazy stuff that was going on, but to see some genuine positive changes in my life on this day, this year. Okay, so I made myself some lemonade. This is lemon, water, ice, and cinnamon in here, and it's delicious, and no sugar. So one of the changes that I've been making for the last, well, it's been decades. It's been progressive. It's been an evolution. I've been making changes in my diet, and so that's why I'm learning not to be too hard on myself, because I had the coffee habit and the chocolate habit, which chocolate still has a really, still has a little hold on me, okay? But it's getting better. So I'm not going to beat myself up about the things that I said that I wouldn't do anymore, because it's a process. And so a word to you, change takes time. And like I said about aging, and as a matter of fact, I wrote a quote. I quoted something today. It was my own personal. What I wrote was, first of all, for those of you who don't know the late Dr. Miles Monroe, he still has videos from the Bahama Faith Ministry, and the videos are awesome. So if you don't watch those videos, you are so missing out on growing spiritually, and just growth in your mind, in your soul, in the soul realm. Okay, so what the late Dr. Miles Monroe said was, both success and failure is predictable. Okay, we've all experienced it, so you know it's true. So what I've learned is that most of us don't pay attention to aging, which really has to do with new developments. Over time, they become permanent, which derives from time and the result of change. And so that's really what age is all about. So what we do when we use beauty products, when we exercise, when we eat right, what we're doing is we're trying to repel those forces. That means we want to stop them from moving forward and attacking us. And concerning things that can get into our system, we don't want that substance to be absorbed. So that's why we make products to keep us from aging too rapidly, because we're all aging. It's not something that can be stopped. The only way it can be stopped is if you die. I want to talk to you about what prompted me to make the purchase of my laminating machine. I purchased this pack of thermal laminating pouches a few years ago and paid maybe, I think it was $3.99. And it's a package of 100 pouches. And so I knew that this would come in handy because these products are very expensive. So the next time I went, wasn't right after I purchased this, it could have been a year later, I found a laminating machine. And the laminating machine was not a Scotch brand, but I thought maybe these laminating sheets would work in it. And so I tried it. The laminating machine did come on. It was brand new in a package, but it is not it's a dropped item. So it's not something that you could purchase anymore. So I couldn't find the laminating patches for it. And I was so disappointed that I could not use these. So it forced me to purchase a laminating machine on Amazon. And I didn't have time because I really needed laminating sheets. I really didn't have time to do an in-depth search on what product I should purchase. I knew I wanted it to be a Scotch brand because I wanted to be able to use these laminating sheets. So I just purchased this one right here. All right, so this one wasn't very expensive. It was doable. It was, you know, within my budget. And what I was I like this handle that it has. What I was really surprised about in purchasing this item is that it came with only 25 laminating sheets. And I was very, very surprised. So when I opened the package, the sheets that came with it was exactly the same sheets that's in this package. So I was super, super, super excited about the fact that I had so many refills. All right, so today I have a video that I'm going to talk to you about. The subject is going to be about shopping on Amazon because there's some things that I learned about shopping. And so I wanted to give you some tips on navigating through Amazon. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how these work. I went ahead, I have quite a few of them to put through this machine. So if you're in the market to purchase a laminating machine, this one is not very expensive. I'm sure it's probably under $50. Okay, so you start by, this is the top and this is the fold area. So you just simply place it into the fold area, and I would suggest you put it in as evenly as possible because it will grab and stay that way. So I have these other ones that I'm going to feed into it. And so it's good to hold it this way just in case you need to make sure it's resting right within the crease. So you don't have to touch it, you don't have to do anything. So I'm going to get ready to put the next one in. It's gonna grab. So don't force it in, and give the other one, give the previous one time to exit. Okay, so the other one's in, this one's done. Okay, quick and easy. So I'm gonna continue to do this. And this is just a great way to preserve anything that you are going to have to use over and over again, and or you know that you just want to give a better treatment to. So I'm just going to show you this last one. All right, that's it, quick and easy. Going back to Amazon, I did not think about the difference between just window shopping and shopping specifically, other than the fact that, you know, when you're window shopping, you can have money but choose not to purchase anything. Okay, so I think that window shopping has more to do with, oh, if I see something I like, I'll get it. Or I'm just browsing because I don't have any money, so I'm going to put together a wish list. You know, it's one or the other, really. Or you can be shopping with someone and you're just going along to assist them and to help them with whatever it is that they're doing. All right, so I went on Amazon and I was not window shopping. As a matter of fact, I do go on Amazon and window shop. And when I do go on Amazon to window shop, I collect a whole lot of stuff in my save for later section. So there's a whole lot of stuff. And what I love about that section is that when I purpose to make a purchase on Amazon, I'll look through that section to see if there's something that I want to get now. And I was visiting that area for the last few days, and I found some things that is so far out of my mind right now that it is a blessing that I captured those thoughts then. Okay. So previously I talked to you about the thermal laminating pouches that I got with my thermal laminating machine. And I showed you this one. I showed you that this is the one that I got from the Goodwill store. And it came with 100 pouches, okay? Still full. And this is the one that came with the machine, okay? I thought it was 25 pouches that came with it. Okay, look, 20, can you believe that? 20 pouches came with that order, and you see it's the same thing. The other thing I forgot to mention to you was the other laminating machine that I got when I put these, when I put the pouch from this one, which is the same thing, when I put it into the machine, I didn't put it in the machine right. And I thought that because it didn't adhere, that it wouldn't work. That's why I went out and I bought this one. And so what I did was I actually took 2 of these, put a piece of paper in it, and then slid it into the machine together, and I wasn't doing it right. So when I got this one in the mail with the new Scotch Laminator, and it gave me the same sheets, I said, wait a minute, I have this already, but it didn't work in the other one that wasn't the same brand, so what am I supposed to do with this? Then I realized that, after looking at the instructions, I realized that this was in 2. I didn't know that, you see? Oh, silly me. So that means that this also works with the other laminating machine, which means that I have 2 laminating machines, okay? All right, so why am I talking about laminating machines today? 2 reasons. One, because I love shopping at thrift stores like the Goodwill store. Okay, so my other reason for talking about the laminating process is because I have had to laminate today. And what I laminated is what I want to talk to you about. And that is what I've learned during my shopping spree on Amazon. Okay, so for this new year, my birthday new year, I wanted to really focus on personal care, as I mentioned. So I thought, if I'm going to make a purchase, let my purchases be geared to that area. So I began to think about the things that I really needed, that I thought that I really needed, where it would be a little extra, so that I could work on improving things about my outer self and my inner self that would bring me more joy as I go through the process of aging. because, as I mentioned, new developments. You don't just find new developments when you're older. I've been finding new developments all my life. As I mentioned, the first new development was at 18 when I was pregnant with twins. I was only about 120 pounds, and then I went down to about 114. And by the time I had my babies, I was about 131 pounds. So I was just all belly, okay? So the stretch marks, I mean, the list goes on and on. These are results of time. So aging is not something that we should be afraid of. But if there's something that we can do with the result of it, why not do it? So why not share it with each other? So that's what I'm going to be focusing on this new year on my channel. I'm going to be talking about changes and developments over time. Okay, so the first product that I'm going to show you came from a conversation that I had with one of my sisters. And I have 5 sisters. I'm so blessed to have 5 sisters because those are the women in my life, including my 7 daughters. So there are 12 women in my life, including I have nieces, and I have very, very small circle of friends. Very. 1 or 2. Let's say that my family, those are the ones that are really considered my friends. I mean, you know, really. So the others I would consider to be associates. Okay, because I don't have, when you have a large family and your focus is on family, it's hard for a person like me to have other outside interests. So it's not that I didn't want friends outside of my family. It's just that my life is so full, and it's becoming fuller. And I have grandchildren. Right now I have 22 grandchildren, and I'm expecting another 2 grandchildren because my daughter is pregnant with twins, and this is her 2nd set of twins. So there are a lot of girls in the family. So anyway, okay, let me go on. So my sister and I were having a little girl chat, and this is just before Christmas, and she was lying in her bed. We were FaceTiming each other, and she says, and she calls me Ann, my family calls me Ann. She said, Ann, you know, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me up. Because I asked her, I said, did you put up a Christmas tree? And she said, I'm not putting a tree up this year. She had moved down to South Carolina. Is it South? Yes. She moved down to South Carolina a couple years ago. And yeah, about 2-3 years ago. And there are a lot of things that she still has not unpacked. And so I got her up out of the bed. The more I talked about decorating, I got her up out of the bed, and she's a master decorator too. She got up, she went downstairs, and she's all over her huge home. And I kept getting her out of bed until finally, you know, she settled in the bed, and I'm talking to her, and I'm looking at her teeth, and we started talking about teeth, and she was telling me about what she does, her hygienic routine, her daily hygienic routine, and what she does at night to her teeth. And I'm looking at her pearly whites, and I'm saying, oh my goodness, I need some work done on my teeth. So she tells me, so I was explaining to her, I said, I have all these pockets in my gums, I have holes in my teeth, and you know, where I was flossing, the holes are larger, and I have all my teeth except for 2 wisdom teeth that I had taken out. Didn't take away my wisdom, but I had them taken out because my dentist said that they were upside down and backwards, and so they forced it out. Wasn't bothering anybody, didn't need to come out, but it's gone. So those are the 2 that was taken out. Other than that, I have all my teeth. Okay, so and I have 1 crown. So she told me what she does. She said, I use a water flosser as well as my electric toothbrush. So I used an electric toothbrush for years, but then when I couldn't replace the heads, and it was an Oral-B, and I couldn't find the correct heads for it, so I just stopped using it. As a matter of fact, I still have it. I just started using a regular toothbrush. And so I realized that from the time that I was using the regular toothbrush, things really did change in my mouth. And so I needed to go back to using an electric toothbrush. So I said, okay, it's time. Let me go shopping on Amazon and find out what's out there. Find out the products, find out the best products and whatnot. So that's basically what I want to talk to you about. I want to show you the method that I used in finding the product that I thought that would be best for me, and what I learned along the process. So I'm going to start by showing you what I really wanted. So what I really wanted was the Waterpik Complete Care Water Flosser and Sonic Toothbrush. It's the WP 900, okay? So this is what I wanted. And what I want you to pay attention to is the ratings and the questions, okay? So there are 11,338 ratings and over 1,000 questions, answered questions. Okay, and this is it. This is what I wanted, okay? And I still want it. I still want it because what I wanted was, I wanted to have both the electric toothbrush and the water flosser in one container. And so there are a lot like this, but I want to share with you the reviews on this particular product because that's the reason I chose this one. All right, so I chose it. I'm going to read some of the reviews to you, and I want you to pay attention to not just the favorable reviews, but the unfavorable reviews, because in the favorable reviews, you're going to find things to look for in choosing your product. And in the unfavorable reviews, you're also going to find things to look for in finding out the product that's best for you. So I was sold on this product, but not only was I sold because of some favorable reviews, because there are also some unfavorable reviews, and it caused me to dig a little deeper. All right, so the first one is, okay, there's United States and Canada. Okay, so this is the top, this is called the Hall of Fame. So this is the top out of 100 reviews. So this is the top reviewer in the Hall of Fame of reviewers. Okay, so this is what I was laminating. All right, so she says, love that fresh out of the dentist chair feeling every day. Big difference for my bad teeth and gums. All right, so right there I said, okay, she's right where I'm shopping, because I'm looking for a product that's going to help me with an already not so great situation. Okay, she says, I put off buying one of these things for so long, thinking there's no way this actually works like manual flossing does. My teeth are pretty crowded in my mouth, and when food gets stuck in between teeth, it can take some effort to get out. But my gums aren't very healthy, and I get a lot of cavities even though I brush and floss regularly. Plus, I'm not a teenager anymore. Now, this woman is just 34 years old. So I thought maybe it was finally time to be a grown-up and see what all the Waterpik fuss is about. I bought this when it went on sale during the holiday prime deals of the day and have been using it for several weeks now. And I have to say, I am a believer. And then she says, here's what I love. It has replaced my toothbrush and manual flossing with one system. I've used electric toothbrushes before and didn't think they were that great, although always ended up going back to my Oral-B manual soft head toothbrush. But I really love this toothbrush. It ensures that you brush for the full recommended 2 minutes. Okay, so that's what she says here. So now I'm going to read some negative reviews. I'd give this -5 stars if I could. Ordered April 16th, 2018. Electric toothbrush died August 14th, 2018. Can't buy a replacement for the electric toothbrush. Quite an expensive purchase for 4 months of service. And then someone else says, I've now had 2 of these, and she should have said, I would have expected batteries to become available, either from the manufacturer or an aftermarket source. It's kind of worthless if you can't buy replacement parts, or the toothbrush is the replacement for $60 retail or $100 from the factory. I suppose if I just buy another, I can expect to buy another in another year or so. Apparently, the batteries aren't getting any better. Funny thing, I had a competitor's product last me 10 years plus. It utilized old battery technology, and the cost was the same amount as the MSRP. The difference in battery longevity is the purity of the acid used and the anode coating. The battery CPEX will also require soldering iron to remove, and I have no idea how safe the materials are. It can definitely be disassembled through, also in picks. For those who are interested in fixing theirs, I'm no good at soldering. But it's just a matter of unscrewing the bottom and then using the bottom piece. There is an indent in it for that purpose, to push the guts out of it from the top. I imagine someone could make some money offering this as a service if they have the ventilation equipment to do soldering work. Then again, I could see that leading to heavy metals exposure. Okay, so this person's very, very technical. Okay, what did I learn from this? Okay, the takeaway from this to me is that she purchased a product and she did not think about a replacement for it. So that's, in doing my shopping, right away I thought, okay, so whatever I purchase, I need to think about a replacement. So if I'm going to get something that's battery operated, then I need to find out what type of batteries it takes and to purchase batteries right then and there. And to have enough so that if it becomes a discontinued item, I still have what I need to be able to use the product. So that was something I learned from a negative review, which was very, very, very important for me. Okay, and that's, yeah, this other person talked about a replacement for an electric toothbrush. So yes, it's important to read the reviews. So even though they were talking about something that I wanted, this to me was the best that they had on the market for both the flosser and the electric toothbrush. All right, so these reviews came from the United States. So let's see a review that came from outside of the United States. Now this is from Canada. And this customer says, after purchasing this brush flosser system, I was super excited to receive and try it out. Shipping was faster than the date given, so I was really happy with that. But once I got it, it wasn't working properly. I'm sorry. That's not good, because it says worth it, but only when purchased through Amazon. That's what it says. And this was a review from Canada. So she says the toothbrush was fine, and while the flosser system itself seemed to work well, the handle of the flosser attachment wouldn't lock properly with the provided tips. So it was shooting, water was shooting everywhere. Disappointed, I messaged Waterpick customer service. They got back to me the following business day with some suggestions as to why it wasn't working. None of them seemed to work. I was a little frustrated with the system because I knew sending it back through them would be a huge hassle, let alone getting a replacement. So I messaged Amazon, explained the issue. They sent me a brand new unit, express shipping, and a shipping label to send back the old one. I had a new working unit within 3 days, didn't have to pay to ship it back, and resolved all issues really quickly. The brush flosser has been working really well since. The quality of the brush is very comparable to Philips Sonicare, nearly identical, same quality and features, and the Waterpick has been awesome. I would buy this product again with no question, but only through Amazon because the customer service is unmatched. That's why I shop at Amazon. Okay, so let's see. I did give you a bad review, and that was taken care of. Let me see. There's got to be one more before I move on and show you what I ended up getting. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Toothbrush battery dead in 9 months. This is a compact setup, which is exactly what I was looking for. When I first got the system, the toothbrush battery lasted a good long time. I guess maybe she wanted to say last. I didn't store the toothbrush on the charger to avoid battery memory. I would simply charge it whenever it got low. The charging never worked properly. I would have to remove the toothbrush from the charger and then put it back on to get it to go above 1 bar. Now, only 9 months later, the toothbrush won't charge at all. 1 bar always, no matter how long I leave it on the charger, and not enough charge to complete 1 brushing. Don't buy this product unless you are looking for a nice compact water flosser. The toothbrush will become garbage before you know it. Okay, so that's that. All right, so what did I do? What happened as a result of getting that information? I'm going to tell you what happened. What happened is that it caused me to delve more into finding out about this product, because these are reviews from people who have used the product, and you know, it's someone's experience using a particular situation. It's not like someone brought something and it stopped working. This is actual daily use. So that means you want to take their advice. You at least want to take the time to have a second thought about it, which is what I did. All right, I went to Waterpick and I said, okay, from what I've gathered on Amazon, that machine, that complete set, appeared to be the best of the best. So I went to Waterpick to find out what they viewed to be the best of the best in a complete set. And this is what I found. I found this, and what does it say? That it is a discontinued item. Okay, it says it's discontinued, and I said, how is it discontinued? And Amazon is offering it, okay? So then by the time I went to checkout to review what was in my cart, I seen that it was out of stock and they had an in-stock date for April. Okay, figure that out. What does that mean? Okay, So just letting everybody know that although this is a very, very pretty, I'm sure it will look really, really nice in my bathroom, and it's compact. I would stay away from this product, okay? Because if it's discontinued from the manufacturer, why would you want to purchase it from the middle person? Why would you want to do that, okay? Because if something happened to this unit, like the other person who was able to get a brand new one within 3 days, you won't have that opportunity. So we need to find out what's going on. What I'm thinking is that the manufacturer had to protect its reputation and discontinued the item and just completely took it off the market. So that's one of the reasons that you need to do an in-depth search when you're shopping. So don't just browse around. Even if you're window shopping, you're putting together a wish list, take the time before you make the purchase to really look into what it is that you're purchasing, okay? All right, so that's it. Now, what am I going to purchase? I purchased it, and it should be here next week. So there are a number of products that I purchased for self-care, and I can't wait to show you those things and go over it. One of the things we're going to go over, we're going to stay on the subject of aging and repelling age, and we're going to find out what we can do exactly to just slow things down so that we can age gracefully. So whether you are 18 or you're 61 or you're 80, there is something that we can do to improve ourselves, both spirit, soul, and body. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you're new to my channel, please give me a like, a comment, and please do subscribe to my channel. Okay, ciao for now.